Hello everyone. Let's practice our reading skill today. So as usual, the link to download this material is in the description. So if you like to work on yourself, please download and practice. For those who are not very confident with your reading skill yet, let's work together. So today we are going to use this text, Memory Champions or Just Good at Tricks. It was in a paper-based test a while ago, and recently it has been repeated quite often in computer-based tests. Now there are three tasks that we need to work on. First is matching information, which means we need to decide if the information in the question here belong to what paragraph. Next, fill in the blank. This is quite straightforward. We find the word that's suitable and put it here. And last is matching endings. Matching ending is when we have to decide which endings here can finish correctly the sentence up here. Okay, now let's begin. Before we start, I will remind everyone of our methods. So we will work from in order, which means we work from 27, 32, and then we go down. For matching information, we will read one paragraph first, and then we will read the question here, highlight the keywords, and then we work our way down. Now, please pause the video and read paragraph 8. Okay, I hope you finished reading. Now, let's find the keywords of 27 to 32. So 27, description of how a contestant. So a contestant remembers complex sequences. 28 example of how one person memory was improved over time. So one person memory was improved. And example, so we looking for a specific name. 29, description of memorizing competition. 30, common belief about memory that expert say is unproven. Okay, so this is straightforward. 31, reference to the first record recorded use of memorizing through location. 32, reference to an unusual condition result in improved memory. Okay, I don't think there are any word that is difficult in the question, right? Now, let's go back. As we finished reading paragraph 8, you will notice that they talk about the World Memory Championships and they detail, right? They talk about what people need to do in this competition. So paragraph A could pretty much be the answer for 29, right? There is no other paragraph that talk about, there is no other question that talk about competition, only this one. Now, using the same techniques, please read paragraph B and decide if it contains any information from here. So please pause the video and read. Now, Uh, as we can see here, they talk about a method, right? A technique called loci method. And then they talk about how this method involves associating items to be remembered with specific physical location. Therefore, it should be the answer for 31. Uh, okay, because they said the first recorded memorized two locations. So uh, they do talk about this technique originating. Originating means when it first started, right? So it would similar to first recorded use. Um, mm. Now let's move on to paragraph C. Please pause the video and read. Okay, so I think paragraph C is pretty hard to decide. They do talk about memory champion. So it's something we see in question 27, a contestant. But they don't detail, they don't talk about how he remembers the decks of cards. So I'm not sure about paragraph C. I think we just let's leave it there and decide at the end. As you can see, we have 7 paragraphs, but only 6 questions. So there is always one paragraph that we don't use, and it's common. So right now, let's just leave paragraph C there and move on to paragraph D. Now, please pause and read. Okay, it's much clearer here, right? So it's in this paragraph, they talk about how Ed Cook, that the contestant, used his method to remember, like a, they said that he picture, right? He picture a person doing something, and then he placed it along a specific familiar path in his mind, creating vivid mental journey. And when it comes to recall, he takes a mental walk. So they talk about how he remember the deck of cards. Therefore, I'm pretty sure 27 should be D. So maybe we don't have to use C. Now let's move on. This time, let's pause and read paragraph E, F, and find the answer. Now, for paragraph E, they talk about photographic memory, which is used to talk about people with exceptional recall, which means have a very good memory. And they said that most research agree there is no proof. No proof means unproven, right? No proof that such memory exists. And they also said that despite the absence of solid scientific evidence, so again, no unproven, right? How society fascination with remarkable memory. So this part means how people, right, how people like the idea. And therefore, the E would be the answer for 30. Okay, for paragraph F, did you find the answer? Now they talk about unusual condition. Oh, I gave away the answer, didn't I? So in paragraph F, you can see that they talk about a rare sensory condition, which mean rare mean unusual condition. So which result in improved memory, and they said like this person, right? This person could remember long sequences, decades before poems, but like anything else, which means he has very good memory and improved memory. So number 32 would be F. Now what left? There's only question 28 left. So we're pretty sure it would be the answer would be G. But let's just read it. Please pause the video. This question, the answer is pretty easy to find, right? So they said during 2 years experimentation, as we increased his ability to recall numbers from 7 to over 80s. And 28, they said how one person memory improved over time. So yeah, it's G, and therefore C is something that we don't use. Now, let's move on to fill in the blank. Fill in the blank, remember, it's a summary, so usually the answer would be in 1-2 paragraph that close to each other but not far away. Let's see what they talk about. Using visual imagery and spatial navigation, remembering numbers are investigated and explained. So they talk about cars in the pack, and we see this when they talk about that contestant in paragraph C and D. Right, Ed Cook. So I think it's in paragraph D when they talk about action, a thing, and one more. So Ed Cook memorized specific human being verb and all. So a specific human being verb is an action, a thing is an object. So the answer would be no more than 3 words. So specific human being. Okay. Now, combining this image allow Cook to memorize something at a time that he associated with every car in the deck. This detail allow him encode and decode information. The deck, he does it. Okay, so and he said when Cook commits a deck to memory, he does it 3 cars in one go. So combining these images allow Cook to memorize 3 cars at a time, right? 3 cars. So it doesn't matter. In your test, if you write it uppercase or lower, I just prefer it this way because like I'm focused on the grammar. Now, 3 cars at a time, 3 cars in one go, that's the same, right? The my pictures are then positioned on A. This method enhance, but also make recall faster. He then places this my picture. He then places those images along a specific familiar path in his mind. The my picture are then positioned on A. So the answer should be familiar path, right? But because they said no more than 3 words, so I will go ahead and set specific familiar path. The path of cards is remembered by going for A. Can you find the answer for 36? So the answer for 36 is right here, right? When it comes to recall, Cook takes a mental walk along his route and translate these images into cars. And it would mean that the answer for this is mental walk. While the pictures converted back into cars, effective images back into specific order of the deck. Okay, so that's the answer for 33 to 36. And as we doing it, you will realize that this is always the easiest part, the easiest task of reading text. So please be careful for this because it's easiest. So try to take the full point for this. As you can see that it's usually in one paragraph. It's not far away from each other and it's in order too. Now let's go to a harder part, which is matching headings. Because usually it's not in order, it's everywhere over the text. Now we have some name. That we need to underline. So these are keywords for us to find the correct answer. Okay, can you please pause the video and let's see if you can get something out of the question we have here. I think I saw this name in paragraph C, so I'm looking for them. There's Black Valentine, Sean Whiting, Mark White, yep. So they are here. So what could be the answer for question 37? It should be B, right? Eh, why? It should be B because you can see here that they said when the researchers here are these 3 people, analyze the brain scan, they found that memory champions activate some brain regions involved in visual memory and spatial navigation. Visual and spatial memory here. Okay, so it's B. Next, Simonized. So this person is in paragraph B because they talk about and they gave us the year too. So it's perfect. Now, can you find answer for 38? This is a bit tricky, isn't it? But I think everyone can guess the correct answer. For 38, the correct answer should be C. As they said here that they talk about the people who use it, right, became widely embraced. the low side were widely in praise across ancient Greece. So widespread in ancient Greece, serving fundamental technique for orators and scholars. So orators is the person who gives speech. So memorizing speeches as text. Therefore, it should be C. And we can eliminate the not suitable one too. But the answer right there. So 39 Erickson. So this person, I think in the last paragraph. No. Yes. Okay, and Ander Erickson. Oh, so the answer for 39, 40 may be here too. Can you please find the answer for it before before continuing the video and hear my answer? Okay, I hope you find it. And now for 39, the answer would be E, and for 40, the answer should be D. Okay, I will explain for 39. You can see that he said natural memorizer. Where are they? Natural exhibit. Natural here. Natural memorizer better than strategic memorizer at strong exhibit strong memory across many type of tasks and can retain those memories more easily. So they said retain a wide variety of tasks. It's basically the same, right? They not even paraphrase it, they use the same word. And for T, he said that when he revisited original case report of natural memorizer, he discovered that their ability based on the use of specific techniques, sometimes unconscious, combined with extensive practice. So that should be D. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this reading is very challenging. It's a medium level, right? But if you are new to IELTS, it still can be quite challenging because you're not used to working with the techniques to solve this question. So again, my best advice is that practice makes perfect, and you will find it become easier the more you practice. And that's it for the video today. I hope everyone do well on your test. And goodbye and good luck.